Hey guys, Madam Ro here today, and I wanted to come on here and share with you a quick tutorial that I have gotten requests on, and that is how to apply lace to an item. So I'm going to go ahead and show you a little bit of tidbit of what I've been working on. Currently, I am getting ready to alter a gumball machine, and I wanted to apply lace around this part of the bottom part of the gumball machine. So I wanted to come on here and just show you how I do it. So what you're going to need is some Mod Podge, and it has to be the matte kind. It will not work or have the same effect with the gloss. So be sure that when you get your Mod Podge, it has to be the matte. You will also need a paintbrush, and it needs to be fairly thick, depending on how you're doing it. Since I'm using this big piece here, I'm going to use a bigger brush. Now if you're doing a smaller area, a smaller brush would work. So this is the lace that I'm going to apply to this gumball machine, and this lace is available at MB Treasury's store. This came in my design team package, and I absolutely love it. It's very thick, and it's my favorite color. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to start at this end of the machine, and I'm gonna apply the lace where I want it. Move this out of the way. So I'm just gonna start here, and this is obviously not finished, so you guys are seeing a piece of what I've been working on. Okay, so it doesn't matter if a piece of it's hanging over, because after you apply it, once it dries, you can always cut whatever's hanging over or whatever excess you don't want. You can always cut it. Now, this is kind of awkwardly shaped, so I'm just trying to line it up. So you're just going to apply. Once you have it lined up, you're going to apply the Mod Podge on there. And it doesn't matter if it's white, because it dries clear. And be sure to kind of put just enough on there. Don't put too little or don't put too much. You have to, I would say, a little bit above thin amount over it. Because if you put too much, then some of that you'll see that it kind of looks caked on once it's dried, and you can tell that you use glue. So you just have to kind of play around with it and figure out what the right amount is. See, I'm only putting about that much on my brush. So I probably should have did this on an easier medium than this gumball machine. And the good thing is it doesn't dry right away, so if you have it off just a little, you can always shift it before it dries to the right part where you want it at. So that's basically the gist of how you do it. And I always allow mine to air dry, because I feel like if you use your heat tool, it doesn't dry right and clear all the time. So I just allow it to to air dry. So basically, that's the gist of it. Super simple, super easy, not hard. I'm going to go ahead and just apply it around this perimeter. I'm not going to do the whole thing and share the finished product with you all, but I'll show you what it looks like once it's applied just around this part and dried. Alright, so I'll be back. Okay, so I finished applying the lace all the way around. You can see it has a layer of white throughout the whole thing. And you'll know it's dry when you don't see any more of the white glue. It'll be all clear and it'll have kind of a firm hold on it. And once it's dry all the way, that's whenever you cut your excess pieces. So I'm going to go ahead and let this dry, and then I'll come back and show you how I cut off the excess pieces and what it looks like all the way, once it's dry all the way. Okay, you guys, this is basically pretty much dry. There's still like a little pieces, like you could see there, where it's still kind of wet. And what, like these little white areas there are still wet. But for the most part, it's pretty much dry all the way. So I just wanted to share with you what it looks like. And whenever you feel it, it's kind of firm to the touch. It's not as soft as the lace was when before you applied it. So it's pretty well adhered down. So that's what it looks like. And I am going to cut the excess piece off. So as you can see, like, that's not going anywhere. I'm tugging on it right there. So you just cut up. Let me do it. Let's see. You're just gonna cut this way to where it's firm at, and try to get pretty close. And you'll be able to feel the difference between the soft part and then the part that's glued. And being that this is oddly shaped, it's kind of hard for me to do this on camera. But hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. So, fairly easy, fairly simple. And if you have a piece like right here, let me see if you guys can see that. It's kind of flapping over. You just put some more Mod Podge on it and then adhere it back down, and it'll lay flat. So this is basically what it looks like. So if you guys have any questions about this tutorial, feel free to leave a comment down in the bottom bar or send me a personal message, and I will answer any questions that you may have. I feel like this technique is better than hot gluing because since lace is see-through, you'll be able to see where you glued the hot glue at. And sometimes if you press it down with your finger to get it to stick to whatever medium that you're sticking it to, it gets kind of that white looking stuff on it. So I feel like applying lace with Mod Podge is so much better than hot glue. So I really appreciate you guys for tuning in to this tutorial, and I will see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.